Am I the asshole for refusing to make my SIL a wedding dress? I have loved making stuff since I was a kid, and I've worked with everything from wood to paint to welding and even fabric, which is what this situation concerns. I made my wife's dress since she couldn't find one that fit her style and our budget. It wasn't my first time making clothes, but I certainly wasn't an expert, nor am I now for that matter. However, the dress turned out amazing and everyone complimented it on our wedding day. Most were surprised I was the one who made it, but my SIL Sarah 25F was extremely off-put when she found out. She took my wife aside during the reception to ask if she was really okay marrying a guy who made dresses, and apparently made some homophobic remarks. My wife told me all this the day after. Ever since, Sarah has been rather cold to me and treats me like I have the plague. Like she isn't outright mean, but she doesn't talk directly to me aside from pleasantries. It kinda hurts, but whatever. I don't generally see her since she lives in another state. Sarah recently got engaged to her BF of 3 years and asked me to make her a dress. I have made wedding dresses for a few friends and a couple of my wife's cousins, but I don't really want to make one for her. She's offered to pay me for my work, but that's not the issue. It feels like she likes my work but doesn't respect me, hell even disrespects me, for making dresses. I told her this and that I knew about the remarks she made on my wedding day, and she got mad, saying I'm being a dick for holding something that happened years ago over her. I brushed it off, but my wife's family is hounding me about it, saying I shouldn't deny her the dress when I've done it for other family members. I came here though since my dad told me I was being an idiot and to just take the money. My wife supports me no matter what I decide. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Op, please don't do this. She's already standoffish and disdains you. She is going to be a nightmare. She's the type to work with you, agree on a design, let you do the mock-up, then tell you 3 weeks later that she has a different vision. Rinse, lather, repeat, followed by crocodile tears about you ruining the most important day of her life because you refused to listen to what she wanted. Tell the people harassing you to chip in and pay somebody else. Her assholery, and that of everyone enabling her, is infuriating to my little seamstress heart. Not the asshole. Your dad is incredibly wrong here. Your self-respect is worth more than the money or the backlash. Remember, she had all those years to apologize but never did. People like that don't deserve your time and effort. She pulled my wife aside in the middle of our wedding to call me a homophobic slur for making the wedding dress. You are welcome to make a dress for her if it's very important for her to have one that's handmade. Anyone who pushed back on that straight up doesn't respect you. Also, she was going to stiff you on the bill. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Even professionals have the right to refuse someone their service. You would be doing this as a favor, paid or not paid, doesn't matter, it is not your job, thus it is a favor. Reading this, she didn't even apologize when you called her out on her remarks. I am sorry, the in-laws are on her side. What about your wife? Not the asshole, so she gets to make what she considers nasty remarks about your character, act coldly towards you since your wedding, make a big ask, and then run crying to family when she doesn't get what she wants. Treating you coldly wasn't years ago, and her trying to manipulate you is in the present. Don't give in, principles are priceless. Screw your SIL. Not the asshole. SIL can take her BS elsewhere. She made her position on you clear, and treats you as a non-person. Let the people complaining make her dress. Don't dare cave for her. She simply is unworthy of your artistic efforts. Not the asshole. She brought this on herself, woman shrugging. She first made homophobic comments and now wants to profit. That's weak, and it's absolutely your right to not do that. I certainly wouldn't. Not the asshole. The only thing that matters here is your feelings. To design a dress you would have to interact with your SIL a lot, and be dependent on her approval of an item she would be paying for. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event and she will have opinions about how it should look. It doesn't sound like you're really up for that, so be honest with yourself and do what feels right. From what you described, refusing to make it is the best course of action. Not the asshole. Stick to your principles. Your SIL sounds like a jealous, entitled brat. Do not reward that behavior. Not the asshole. She played a very stupid game and won a stupid prize. If your dad wants to make her a dress, he can make it since he's so smart. Not the asshole. She wants a beautiful, one-of-a-kind dress without paying the designer price. If she truly changed, she would have apologized years ago. She is extremely entitled. She is learning actions have consequences. You owe this woman nothing. Creating a dress for someone is challenging but a labor of love. There's no love in the relationship with your SIL. Not the asshole. Wow, I can't believe that she just doubled down on her remarks when confronted and then still expected you to do this for her. Making a wedding dress is an extremely personal thing, as I'm sure that you know. You don't want to be involved with her that personally. Even if she wasn't family and there wasn't any history, she sounds like she would just be a bad customer. You can say no. You're very busy and not taking on new projects. Not the asshole. She insults you, ignores you, treats you like the plague, but now that your skills are suddenly useful, she's all buddy-buddy? Heck, no. I'm glad your wife is on your side. You know, even if her payment would be adequate, doubtful, that she'd be a pain to work with. Why put yourself through that? Tell your wife's family that they can pool their money and find some other custom-made dress for their entitled relative. Your needle is for people who appreciate you. I told her this and that I knew about the remarks she made on my wedding day and she got mad, saying I'm being a dick for holding something that happened years ago over her. So, no apology, no stating that she was wrong, no praise for your skills, or for you as a person and as her sister's husband. No dress. Saying I'm being a dick for holding something that happened years ago over her. Not the asshole. Just because she wants everyone to move past it, doesn't mean it's actually in the past. She still hasn't apologized, and she was hoping nobody would remember so she wouldn't ever have to. And considering she's still rude to you, the issues is very much still in the present. Not the asshole. You aren't obligated to make anything for anyone. A lot of folks also don't do business if she does pay with close friends or family, anyways. Also, the whole homophobic comments thing? She sounds like an idiot. And you're not the asshole. Not the asshole. And I'm so glad your wife is backing you up. Please don't give in because this woman will not be satisfied with whatever you do for her. In fact, I could see her damaging it somehow, then blaming you, and of course telling everyone that you're an asshole and you did it deliberately. My wife supports me no matter what I decide. Not the asshole. Not married to an R. Your life will be good either way. Ask for an apology that includes her reeling back in the family and having them apologize too. If she can't manage that, you can't manage the dress. Then again, she'll probably be a pain to work with for the design process, maybe just cut your losses. Not the asshole. She does not respect you, and even from a business standpoint, you can refuse to serve any customer you want. Not the asshole. This would be a hill to die on for me. WTH, does she think she can disrespect you 1 minute, then turn around and ask for a favor from you the next? No amount of money would make me make her a dress. Not the asshole. She is going to be the biggest peer to work with. Even if you do it to try to keep the peace, it's just not worth your sanity. Additionally, even after being confronted, she apologized for her behavior and remarks. She thinks it's okay to treat people like this. If you do this, you will confirm this. Keep your self-respect. If they say do it to keep the peace, tell them could have not said did those things to begin with too. Could have apologized to keep the peace. Did she? No. Not the asshole. She's not entitled to your energy or anything else from you. Not the asshole. Send her to David's bridal.